Bob Barr on the post-9/11 world. Post-9/11 world is a very different world from the one I served in Congress. The threats to our liberty in a post-9/11 world are dramatically greater than prior to that. The changes have really necessitated a revaluation of where I stand on the whole range of issues regarding government power, really highlighted the need to start rolling those back with greater urgency. That's May 13th, 2008. What do you mean by that?
It's darned eloquent, for one thing. It means that since 9/11, the tragedy of 9/11 was a horrible experience for our government and our people to go through, and steps needed to be taken to make sure that that never happens again. But that does not, and so pervasive that it takes away virtually every bit of freedom and privacy we have left.
I was for the Patriot Act because you were the guy who got the sunsets in it. I figure if the sunsets are there, if they have to keep coming back every 6 months, if there's a problem, I'm not giving them this power. I'm lending it to them with a certain end date. And I respected you because you put those in there. Now you're saying, Patriot Act, I shouldn't have done any of it.
Well, what happened, Glenn, was that we received, for example, several assurances in addition to securing the sunset provisions, which we wanted to get for the whole bill, but we just didn't have the votes for it. But we at least got some. We were assured by the administration that it would not, if the Patriot Act passed, if we supported it, they would not seek to expand it. They immediately started to seek to expand it. Secondly, they assured us that it would be used, the powers that they were granted would be used for cases involving terrorism, serious cases, which they said was the reason why they needed the Patriot Act in the first place. They also said that they would not abuse the provisions in it. For example, the national security letter provision would be used sparingly. Well, they've used it about 30,000 times a year since then. And they also said, finally, that they would, in fact, report fully, openly, and accurately to the Congress on a regular basis as to how the Act was being used so that we could evaluate properly whether or not it needed to be continued, cut back, or expanded in some way. In every one of those instances, the administration went back on its word. That is why I have been so strong working to reform the Patriot Act, and I've come to the conclusion the best thing to do, Glenn, would be to get rid of it and look at those powers in the light of now, this year, 2009, to see what we actually need. Some provisions in the Patriot Act have worked very well. There are other provisions, though, such as the sneak and peek searches, where the government can come into your house or your business and search and seize and never tell you they've been there, the national security letters and so forth. The government doesn't need those powers, and they have, in fact, been abused.